Hello students, welcome back to SDM classes. After a very long time I'm going to post another video and the video I have chosen for this time is comparison between the general properties of solids, liquids and gases. Okay, to begin with I have taken a few general characteristics, general properties which are written on the left hand side with red, and in columns I'm going to explain you how solids, liquids and gases differ in these general properties. So the first point that we have taken is packing. How does the packing of solids, liquids and gases vary? We know that in solids we have particles very close to each other, and that is why we say they are closely packed. In liquids they are still little far away from each other, and hence we say less closely packed. Gases, they are very far apart from each other, so we can say that in gases the particles are free to move about. Second is interparticle distance. Now in solids, as I told you, the particles are very closely packed, so interparticle distance in them is smallest. And in liquids you can see this is the interparticle. Interparticle means distance between the two particles. So the interparticle distance in case of liquid is larger than solid but smaller than gases. And in case of gases, as I told you, the particles are very far apart from each other. The interparticle distance is the largest. Okay. The third property is interparticle force of attraction. Interparticle force of attraction in case of solids will be strongest. Why? Because again, as I told you, the particles are closely packed and interparticle distance is the smallest, so obviously force will be strongest in case of solids. In liquids, it is weaker than solid but stronger than gases, because यहाँ पे पार्टिकल थोड़े से दूर हुए हैं एक दूसरे से, इंटरपार्टिकल डिस्टेंस थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज हुआ है लेकिन इतना भी ज़्यादा इंक्रीज नहीं हुआ है जैसे कि गैसेस के अंदर है, राइट? सो ड्यू टू लेस इंटरपार्टिकल डिस्टेंस एज कम्पेयर टू गैस, they have interparticle force of attraction weaker than solids but stronger than gases. And last, gases, they have the weakest interparticle force of attraction. In between the two particles there is the weakest force of attraction. Next is shape. Solids always have definite shape. You take any kind of solid around you, you will always find that it has its definite shape and it does not changes the shape in any circumstances, even if you change it or shift it from one place to another. But liquids, they have indefinite shape. Why I'm saying indefinite? In other words, I can say that they take the shape of the container. Like if I have taken water in a glass and now I transfer it into a jug. First it took the shape of a glass and now it will take the shape of jug, right? So it has indefinite shape because in whatever container I will put it, it will take the shape of that container. Same is with gases. Their shape is also indefinite because whatever container I will put them, they will take the shape of that container. Next comes volume. Solids have definite volume. So always remember, solids have both the things definite shape as well as volume. Their volume will also not change under any circumstances. Whereas in liquid, liquids, I told you, they have indefinite shape but their volume is definite. As I told you, if I take water in glass and transfer it into jug, now I'm saying if I take 100 ml of water in a glass and now I transfer it into a jug, the volume will remain the same, 100 ml. Volume will not change. 100 ml will not become 500 ml. Are you getting it? So volume remains definite. Only what is changing? The shape is changing because liquids take the shape of the container. Whereas in gases, both the things, shape as well as volume, are indefinite. Because हम अगर suppose for example oxygen gas है, ऑक्सीजन गैस को हमने एक कंटेनर में लिया है, then that oxygen gas, the molecules will fill up the whole container, the whole chamber. So एक तो उसने शेप भी कंटेनर का ले लिया और वॉल्यूम भी कंटेनर की ले ली. दैट्स व्हाई वी से gases have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Next comes compressibility. Very, very important, compressibility. See, I will give you an example in this to make you understand it better. Suppose we have taken 3 syringes. Everybody knows what is syringe, right? क्योंकि कभी ना कभी तो आपके इंजेक्शन लगा ही होगा लाइफ में, राइट? तो आपने सिरिंज देख रखी है. नाउ वी टेक 3 syringes. In one syringe we put pieces of chalk, that will be solid. In second syringe we put water, that will be liquid. And in third syringe we don't put anything, because when we don't put anything, air will be there in that syringe, right? And we try to squeeze the piston of each of the 3 syringes. What will you observe? You will observe that the piston was difficult to move in case of solid, less difficult in liquid, and most easiest in gas. Right? With this we conclude that solids are incompressible because it was difficult to move. You were not able to move the piston, you were not able to compress the solid. So we call solids incompressible. Okay, liquids compressible to some extent. The liquids are compressible to some extent, and gases are highly compressible, because the third piston in which there was air, you can easily move the piston in and out. Next comes rigidity. Again, very, very important. What do we mean by rigidity? Rigidity means tendency to maintain shape when some outside force is applied. Suppose जैसे मैंने डस्टर ले लिया या कोई भी सॉलिड बॉक्स ले लिया और मैं उसको या तो हैमर कर रही हूँ या उसको स्ट्रेच कर रही हूँ सो दैट इट मे चेंज इट्स शेप. तो वो शेप तो चेंज नहीं करेगा, पर हो सकता है कि वो टूट जाए, राइट? So that is what is known as rigidity. Tendency to maintain shape when some outside force is applied. Okay, did you understand this? Rigidity. So now we see what happens to solid. Solids, they possess rigidity, and that is why all solids are known to be rigids. Liquids, they possess fluidity. उनके अंदर rigidity नहीं होती है ना, they don't have any rigidity. They have fluidity because liquids can flow. Similarly, gases, they can also flow, so they have highest fluidity. In other words, we can also say that the liquids and gases are together known as fluids and solids are known as rigids. Okay. Our 8th characteristic is particle motion. Now see, as I told you, if you look to this figure, you can see the particles are very close to each other. So when the particles will gain some kind of energy, they will vibrate at their own position. Right? When these particles, which are very close to each other, when they take up any sort of energy, suppose I heat, तो इनकी एनर्जी इंक्रीज़ होगी, काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज़ होगी. तो ये जो एनर्जी इनकी इंक्रीज़ हो रही है, ये इनको इनेबल करेगी कि ये सिर्फ अपनी जगह पे ही वाइब्रेट करें. सो पार्टिकल्स वाइब्रेट ओनली एट मीन पोजिशंस, or we can say that they have only vibratory motion, क्योंकि इनके पास कोई और ऑप्शन है नहीं. They cannot leave their place and exchange places here and there. The particles cannot leave the place. So they have only one type of motion, that is known as vibratory motion. But in case of liquids, हमने यहाँ पे liquid में देखा कि particle एक दूसरे से थोड़े दूर हैं, मतलब means they are easy to move about, right? So particles of liquids have greater freedom of motion. They have greater freedom of motion. So they show translational, rotational, and vibrational motion. All the three types of motion will be shown by liquids. Solids were showing only vibratory motion. अपनी मेन पोजीशन पे ही बस वाइब्रेट करेंगे वो. But here the liquids can move about and exchange places with other particles. So they show translational, they show rotational, they can rotate, and they show vibrational motion. Last, coming over to the gases. Particles of a gas have maximum freedom of motion, and hence they have large translational, rotational, and vibrational motion. Same that kind of liquid, but I have mentioned large. Why? Because particles are still very, very far apart, so they will show very large translational, rotational, and vibrational motion. Next comes energy. Now, as the particles of solid are very, very closely packed to each other, they have minimum energy. Their energy is minimum. But in case of liquids, the energy is higher than solids. Again, because they can at least move here and there. And in case of gas, the energy is the highest. Density, obviously solids क्योंकि closely packed हैं तो high density होगी, ठीक है. Density of liquids lower than solids but greater than gas, and gases will have very low density, right? I hope you know what is density. Density is mass upon volume. How much mass is contained in how much volume, that is known as density. So solids have high density, liquids have lower than solids and greater than gas, and gases have very low density. Last point, last property is diffusion. Solids, they normally do not show the property of diffusion. Although some rare examples of diffusion of one solid into another are known, but that is not of the level of 9th class for which I am putting up this video. So we can say on the whole that solids do not show the property of diffusion. ठीक है. डिफ्यूजन का मतलब क्या होता है? डिफ्यूजन मीन्स इंटरमिक्सिंग ऑफ टू और मोर पार्टिकल्स ऑन देयर ओन, दैट इज नोन एज डिफ्यूजन, राइट. सो सॉलिड्स, कोई भी दो सॉलिड आप ले लीजिए, वो अपने आप से एक दूसरे में इंटरमिक्स कभी भी नहीं होंगे. दैट मीन्स दे डू नॉट शो डिफ्यूजन प्रॉपर्टी. लिक्विड्स, दे शो diffusion property. Okay, so we can say that solids, liquids, gases all can diffuse into liquids. Solid into liquid, like salt into water or sugar into water. Liquid into liquid, like alcohol into water when we mix, or some acid into water when we mix. That is an example. And gases into liquid, you know, we drink aerated drinks, है ना. जैसे हम कोको कोला या पेप्सी पीते हैं, तो जब भी आप उसका कैन खोलते हैं तो इमीजिएटली उसमें से आवाज़ आती है एंड यू कैन सी सम बबल्स कमिंग अप. वो बबल्स क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि उसके अंदर CO2 को लिक्विड के साथ मिक्स किया गया है, इसलिए हम उसको एरेटेड ड्रिंक बोलते हैं. सो दिस इज़ एन एग्जाम्पल. Gases diffused into liquids. So liquids show the property of diffusion, and similarly gases they also diffuse very rapidly. They also show diffusion just like liquids. The rate of diffusion of gas is, however, different. Like lighter gases, they diffuse more rapidly than the heavier ones. मतलब इसके अंदर क्या, जो gases का mass है उसके ऊपर इसका diffusion rate depend करेगा. Heavy gases में rate of diffusion slow हो जाएगा, and lighter gases का diffusion, it will be very very rapid. So I hope that all the characteristics I have covered in order to compare solids, liquids and gases. And I guess with the help of example, I am able to explain you each and every general property of solids, liquids and gases. If you have liked this video, please click on the like icon. Please subscribe for my channel, and thanks for watching the video. Thank you so much.